Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the second vlog. Back down the Syndicate, and this time I'm actually in a swim called T-Box 2. Never fished it before. Got here like late morning, a bit later than I wanted to, but hey ho, things happen in life. So yeah, got down around about 11 o'clock this morning. Did have a wander around the lake, and I decided to drop insane to this swim called T-Box 2. I've had the first thing I've done was get the marker rod out, and with just a bare lead. Oh, I'm getting caught in the trees here. Oh, there we go. Out the trees. And with just a bare lead, I had a good lead around, and found a lovely spot at just over 6. Well, no, not at 6 wraps. Went down with a lovely donk, give it a little pull back, and it's like tap 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 tap. Thought, right, I'm having that. So I've got the right rod out at 6 wraps, and basically just down the side of a couple of little lily pads. Like the lily pads are now starting to come up very slowly. The water is very coloured. We did have a bit of a flood here a few months ago, and it's really coloured the water up. And one of the good things is it's kept the weed right down, but it's taking time to get the pads to come up. Done exactly the same with the middle rod. Had a good thing around again in front of a couple of little pads, and I found again a lovely little area. Went down with a nice donk, pulled it back, tap 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 tap. So what I done was I wrapped that up as well, and that was just under 5 wraps, that one. And consequently wrap those 2 rods at the same bait, put them out. Lovely little bit of bait around them, not too much. Fishing's been a bit slow over the past couple of weeks, talking to a couple of the other lads that are down at the moment. So that's it. Oh right, and the left-hand rod is what I've used is I've got myself one of these Nash bait spoons, and I've crushed up a few of the old nut boilies, put a few whole boilies in there, and some of the nut liquid, a little bit of the old yellow peril, and I've shipped that out just along the margin, and that's gone down, and the old foam popped right up. So yeah, we're all set. So I'm going to go and get the kettle on, because I am dying for a brew, because I think it's now coming up to about 3 o'clock now. Yeah, so I'm going to go and get a brew on. Hopefully we'll have something. See you soon. Well, I've just had a gorgeous chickpea curry for me dinner. It's really warmed up the old inside. Got a lovely little gentle breeze just blowing straight towards me at the moment. I've had a couple of little indications on the rods, so you never know. So I'm just sitting now chitting in with a brew. Gorgeous clear sky. I think it's going to be cold tonight. I think this is like minus 1 tonight, so it's going to be a pretty chilly night. But as promised, yes, they're back, the lemon slices. So I'm going to sit here, have a brew, have a couple of lemon slices. See you later. Well, it's just coming up to 1 o'clock in the morning. Was having a lovely sleep. I'll tell you what, it's not actually that cold out. I thought it was going to have a frost, but no, it's actually quite warm. Anyway, let's lay in bed, and all of a sudden get waken up. Left-hand rod, the one I've spooned down into the margin, sort of had a slight drop back. Got out, investigated, rod started to tighten up slightly, picked up the rod, boom. And I tell you, I don't think it was, for the first 5 minutes, I don't think the fish was even known it was actually hooked. Anyway, check this out. What a way to start the session, with a gorgeous 23-pound common. Absolutely gorgeous, a real chunk this one. I was actually quite surprised myself, actually. Well, I lifted the net, I thought, oh, it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's definitely a 20. Yeah. Spun the scales round to dead on £23. Absolutely, really happy. Oh yeah. Right, I'm going to go and slip this one back into his home, get that rod back out on the spot. Hopefully we can have another one. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a damn sight more chillier now than it was at 1 o'clock this morning. It's just coming up to 7 AM. I've got a brew on the go, standing out here, trying to get some warmth from this sun. It's absolutely glorious, a gorgeous clear blue sky. No more joy after that comment at 1 o'clock this morning though. So I want to sort of get myself sorted out, get a bit of brekkie on the go. A little bit later on I'm going to redo the rods, but I'm just going to leave them there for now. As I said to you before in one of the other vlogs, there is a bite time around about that sort of 10 AM time, so I won't be doing them until after then. So I'm going to carry on drinking me brew. Hopefully I'll see you a lot later. Well, it's just coming up to 11:30. I've redone all the rods, fresh hook baits, glugged them up in their respective glugs. They're all out there on the spots. It is an absolutely glorious day. The breeze has picked up again now and it's blowing again straight towards me, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to go and get the kettle on. I think it's time for a brew, and I think I actually might do myself some lunch because I'm feeling a bit hungry. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Well, just coming up to 8 o'clock in the evening. Thought I'd just check back in with you. Sad to say that the old rods have stayed silent all day. Was feeling optimistic. I have seen a few fish showing in the area, so fingers crossed again for later on. I think it's about time I went and got that kettle on again, have a brew, settle myself in ready for the evening. So I'll talk to you a lot later. Well, good morning. Sad to say, it was another uneventful night. Well, I say uneventful, it wasn't actually. Had a screaming take in the early hours of the morning on the right hand rod. Pulled up the rod, bent into it, started to get it back. All of a sudden, boom, I get cut off. So just sad to say, I was not best pleased. It was absolutely freezing cold. So really, that was the only action for the night. I've had a couple of knocks on the margin rod again. So yeah, fingers crossed. We're still in with a chance of another one. It's an absolutely glorious morning. It's a clear blue sky. As you can see, the sun is shining straight into the old bivvy. So I'm sitting here, warming myself up with the sun and a brew. So yeah, let's see what today brings. So all right, I'll come back and I'll speak to you a lot later. Right, all the gear's gone back in the motor. I've had to cut the session short. In fact, I've got to go around my mum's. A couple of fence panels have come down. And they're leaning on the neighbour's greenhouse and they're not very happy. So I've got to go around there and fix them. So at the moment, this session is on pause. So I will see you very soon. Right, back down to Syndicate again. Dropped into the pylon. As you know, that is my favourite swim. Just doing myself a bit of lunch. I've got all the rods out. Right hand rod, middle rod, 11 wraps, using the 2 dead trees on the island as markers. Left hand rod, I was underarm with the marker, with just a lead on again. I went down with a nice donk, pulled it back a bit, tap, 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 tap. Clipped that up, wrapped that up. It's just over 3.5 wraps. Consequently, got the rod onto that spot, and then I've spotted over a lot of that nut mix that I was putting down the margin with the spoon on the last session. As I say, I'm just having some lunch. I ain't got the house up yet because I'm absolutely starving. Surprise, surprise, I'm dying for a brew as well. So I'm going to carry on do this. I'll come back and I'll talk to you later. Well, thought I'd just quickly check in with you. It's coming up to around about 8:45 now. It's just starting to get dark, so I thought I'd just check in before it gets too dark. Nothing really to report. Had a very strange bite, as you've seen on the right hand rod. Bobbin tightened up, started moving forwards. Rod started to bend round, picked it up, bent into it. Little bit of a tug, and then boom, it's like nothing there. Got everything back. Really strange. So I've got that rod back out on the spot on the old 11 reps, and that's really been it for today so far. I've got a bit of a chilly breeze blowing towards me again tonight, so I don't think it's going to be a frosty night, which would be a bonus. Right, so I'm going to go and get myself my last cup of tea before, and then get in my bag. Hopefully, we'll have something during the night, so I'll speak to you soon. Well, I was just about to cook me breakfast and check in with you lot. All of a sudden, the left-hand rod, the one I've got out at just over 3.5 reps, hoop round, beep, 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 beep. Run down to the rod, picked it up, good battle. Some of the pads are really coming out now. He tried to get his head down into the pads, but I won the day, and now I've got this gorgeous 25#6 common. I mean, check that out. A right chunk, this one. Absolutely gorgeous. What a fish. Yeah. Hook the scales round, 25#6. What a way to start this session. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at him. Look. Beautiful fish. Right. I think he's been out long enough. Get this back out, get the rod back on the spot, and then I can carry on cooking my breakfast. Talk to you soon. Well, what a cracking fish that was. Just got back to start cooking my breakfast now. Rod's back out on the spot, so fingers crossed we can have another one. Right. I'm just doing a nice bit of black pudding, sausages, bacon, eggs and beans for brekkie. Right, I want to crack on and cook this. I'll speak to you lot soon. Right, so that's the middle and the right hand rod done. Both again out, 11 wraps. Said to you earlier, I've got 2 dead trees out there. I've lined up with those. I'm literally fishing both rods, probably about 2 foot apart. I've put a nice bed of bait out there. I've baited in a line, covering both hook baits. So when the fish move in, hopefully they'll start picking up the free offerings, and then one of those hook baits is going to nail them. Right, I'm going to go and get that kettle on, have another brew. I'll speak to you lot soon. Well, it's just coming up to 8:45. I'm all settled in for the evening. Fish front had just a small bream about an hour or so ago off the left-hand rod, and that's been about it so far. It's not as cold as it has been in the past couple of nights. I think it's going to be around about 5-6 degrees tonight. So fingers crossed, then fish are going to start getting their heads down on the munch. Right, I'm going to go and get that kettle on, have a brew, get myself a lemon slice. I'll talk to you lot soon. Well, good morning. Well, this is just a quick update. Nothing really to report. The rod stayed silent again last night. Not too bad night, a little bit chilly at times. This morning the wind's switched right round. I've got an easterly, which has picked up in strength and blowing straight towards me at the moment. Yeah, the sun's out though, that's quite warm, which is a good thing. So yeah, I'm still optimistic that we can have another one. Rod's still out on the spots, it's the same as last night. I haven't touched them at the moment. It's only coming up to, it's just gone 10 o'clock. So we're still in that bite time phase at the moment. So I'm just going to leave them probably for about another hour and a half. And I think the two I've got out on 11 wraps, I think I'm going to try and find a couple of different spots for them, because they're just not producing at the moment. And they're normally a good banker spots out there, but for some reason at the moment they're just not doing it. Right, I'm going to carry on watching this water, drinking me brew. Speak to you a lot later. Right, I've just redone the rods, still no joy at the moment. I've kept the left hand rod where it's been 25 from 3.5 wraps. I've now changed the middle and the right hand rod. The middle rod I've got out on about, I think it's at 6 wraps, and there's like a bit of a branch sticking out of the water out there that's stuck on some lily pads. And I've used that as a marker, and I'm just in front of that. The right hand rod is literally, again, just a little underarm thick off the edge of the stump of the willow there. Dropped down, that's gone down with a nice thump, and that's nice and clear down there, as I knew it was because I fished there before. So look, yeah, all the rods are sorted. Fingers crossed, we might have something. The wind has been really cold, really strong. It's starting to ease off a little bit now. So yeah, we'll have to just see how it goes. It's been really slow at the moment. Thought we really would have had something by now. So yeah, hopefully, like changing the rods, might have changed my fortune. We'll have to wait and see. Right, I'm going to get a kettle on again, warm myself up with another brew. Speak to you lots soon. Well, good morning. Last morning for me. It's just coming up to 5:15. I'm just laying in there watching it get light, and all of a sudden, the old left-hand rod, the one that's out at 3.5 wraps, gives off a couple of little bleeps. As with a quick look, all of a sudden, deep, 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 deep. Rod tip's bending round again, runs out. Great battle. We've got another gorgeous common. Put this one up on the scales. It's another little chunky one. 26.5 pound this one. Oh, look at that for a gorgeous common. Not a bad way. Rod's already back out on the spot because it's still a good time for another one. But this one is absolutely gorgeous. Only got like sort of half a tail there, this one. So I'll definitely recognise this one again. Absolutely cracking fish. Well pleased with this one. It's been a real hard session. It's been really cold. It's really cold now. But really pleased to land this one and have this one. Right, go and get this one back. I think it's about time I went and get that kettle on and had a brew. Oh, well pleased. Right, let's go and get it back. Well, it's just going up to 6:30 in the morning. The sun is coming up. It is an absolutely glorious morning. I'm sitting here with me brew. The lake is like a mill pond, to be honest. This has been one of the nicest mornings since I've been here. Yesterday, the wind was just relentless all day and it was absolutely freezing cold. This morning, oh, it's beautiful. Just slipped back that gorgeous 26.5 pound common. Really pleased with that. Not bad. Fishing's been really hard, so it's been very cold, but to have 2 upper 20 commons at the moment, I'm really pleased with that. I think I've still got time to get another one. I'm here until around about lunchtime, midday-ish, and then I think I'm going to start packing up. So I'm going to carry on drinking me brew. Well, I think I'm going to finish this one and go and get myself another one. I think I deserve it. Oh, well, that's it. All the gear's back in the motor. I'm going to make my way home now. It's been a really good couple of sessions. Apart from the weather, it's absolutely been freezing all the time I've been down here. The first part, we had frost most nights. This time, the wind has just been absolutely relentless and really cold. And to have 3 good 20-pound commons in those kind of conditions, I'm really pleased. As I said, gears all back in the motor. I'm going to make my way home, get myself a brew. So until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe, be lucky, and I'll see you again soon.